Pressure to go green is mounting, but sustainability, especially in the supply chain, is still hard to crack. According to a report from Deloitte, companies are concerned about the accuracy and completeness of sustainability data. In fact, only 38% of companies today have mapped their supply chain, and less than half have audited their suppliers, according to MIT. Hi, I'm Todd Sims, VP of Strategy and Sales and Manufacturing, and I lead our focus in sustainability here at FourKites. In the past few years, we've seen executives boldly put a stake in the ground marking their sustainability goals. While headcounts and commitments to going green are growing, very few have demonstrated real progress. In fact, the world is wising up to greenwashing, and companies are on the clock, with pressure mounting to show how their operations are becoming more sustainable. However, there are companies making real tangible progress. Organizations that have systematically identified and tackled low-hanging fruit, reducing emissions and building a more sustainable supply chain. Take, for example, Cardinal Health.
We are Cardinal Health and we're essential to care. And as part of that, we think we're essential to caring for the planet as well. So sustainability is a very important concept. And we also know that to be successful with something, your goal has to be big, but it can't be so big that it's impossible to accomplish. So last year, we published our goal. It's a 50% reduction in our Scope 1 and Scope 2 emissions. By 2030, we will reduce our emissions by 50%. So our efforts that began in 2020 with FourKites to really track all of our shipments, to be able to have that in our databases, to be able to do queries of mode, miles gone, how much we shipped on a given day, has been critical to really operationalize and create a flywheel that drives a more sustainable approach.
Now, I know you might be thinking that's great and good for them, but that is different than my world. And you know what? You're right. One of the hardest things about sustainability, especially in supply chain, is that it's unlikely for playbooks to be highly repeatable from one company to the other. However, there are some common principles that we can all follow to begin making real progress. As cliche as it sounds, I'm a big believer in tackling goals by setting and investing in your people, process, and technology. And it has to be in that order. Fortunately, it seems organizations are investing in real talent. According to another survey, direct reports to chief sustainability officers doubled between 2011 and 2023. Now, when it comes to real processes, done properly, one needs to ensure there is great clarity and line of sight to milestones and goals. This allows stakeholders and employees to not only be committed to the process, but emotionally invested as well. And last but not least, there's technology. With the right teams and workflows in place, you can identify the tech solutions that will help you go after low-hanging sustainability fruit. For example, I've seen companies use technology to do some of the following: identify benchmarks and set goals, create carrier and supplier scorecards, improve their cold chain to reduce spoilage, and operate their yard more efficiently, reducing idle time. According to E&Y report, 20% of supply chain executives leveraging technology in their supply chain have already seen better management of operational risk. And 55% of supply chain executives expect to see results within the next 1 to 3 years. But they stress that organizations need the right digital tools, analytics, and platforms for collaborating to set KPIs and establish governance. For example, real-time visibility can provide an end-to-end view of the supply chain to track materials and supplies and gauge operational efficiencies and effectiveness. While supply chain sustainability can be daunting, there is a real business case for pursuing real operational change.